Hello, love wrestling. It's Thursday night. It's 8 p.m. And you know what that means. It's another new episode of Between Two Beards.
Can we start off with the biggest news of the week?
The Rats lost!
But every night I'm making new best friends, and the only problem is we like having a good time. Forget yourself now.
If you've got the budget, I've got the time.
There he is.
Hey, boss!
There's the boss.
Hey! The man with the finest beard on this screen. Canadian men, boys, shut the hell up. Let me talk.
You see, the Rads are resourceful. When I got beef with somebody, I can find a way to talk to them.
And listen between two beers.
Getting down.
Hello, love wrestling. It is Thursday night. It is 8 p.m. And it's not just any old Thursday. It is Thanksgiving Thursday today.
So hopefully you're awake.
Yeah.
If you're in a food coma like I am right now,
A tryptophan.
a
right?
tryptophan,
You've been watching
food
football
coma.
all day. Maybe you've been sipping a couple, whatever, doing some 12-ounce curls. Who knows?
arguing with the fam over
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah. Arguing with the family, with your that uncle we all have,
We're glad you're here. If you're still awake, for background noise, that works too. We'll do anything for the views.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's
Well,
our Thanksgiving extravaganza, JPJ.
I called it the Thanksgiving Spectacular, Pluggo.
Well, I still like spectacular extravaganza.
Okay. We can call
The
it that works.
Spectacular extravaganza, or the extravaganza of spectacular Thanksgiving awesomeness, whatever it may be.
I like it.
We've tried different things over the years where we've gone live on different day. This year we had to record due to I didn't want Mama Poolin to stab me out for taking you in the morning.
Yeah, she yelled at me a couple of years ago.
Yeah. And then I know
Nailed 'em.
I've got people coming in. There's people in right now. We're knock this thing out. But we had to be here because we never miss a week ever.
Yeah. Yeah.
238 of these things. We ain't missed one Thursday night.
No, we do not. And Thanksgiving, my favorite holiday. It is mine. I believe it is yours as well. I believe this is the top holiday for us. I don't know if that's because we're chubby. I have no idea.
It's because I'm chubby.
Yeah.
100% because I'm chubby.
Listen, it is what it is. All right. I like it. You usually get together with friends or family or whatever family you've created. It's usually a good time. You have a good meal. You watch some good football. You just spend some good time. There's no expectations of, and again, I like giving gifts, but there's no expectations of, that type of thing. It's just really like, hey, we're getting together. We're having a good meal. We're going to have some fun. Watch some football, have a few drinks. Like, let's party, man.
It's the one holiday of the year where no one judges you for how much you eat, at least to your face.
Yeah.
They expect you to eat it. They expect you to stuff your face. They expect you to go for seconds, maybe thirds, maybe fourths if you're crazy. They'll judge you on the car ride home, be like, oh shit, I can't believe Pluggo ate 6 plates of food. Mm-hmm. But at least in the moment, they're like, please eat it. I don't want to take this all home. I will gladly oblige because
look, Thanksgiving leftovers are, equally as good as the original, as the meal
top,
you eat.
top tier, man. You know what I love to do? So I work retail, so I have
Yes.
to work Black Friday, and I got to work early. All I'm thinking about until I get off is
A
like,
turkey
man, I can't wait
sandwich.
to go home and throw all that stuff on a plate, just throw it in the microwave, and be on
Oh,
my.
you're just talking about like a reheated leftover Thanksgiving.
Sure, I mean,
You
I'll
do-
make
you-
it. I'll
you-
make a
you do the
sandwich
turkey- You
too.
do the Thanksgiving sandwich.
Sure, of course, I do it all. But I'm just saying, like,
Tremendous.
for over a course of a few days. Like, listen,
Yeah.
it's what I like to do. It's what I mean. I've seen the discourse and of the people that are saying that Thanksgiving's overrated, the food's not that good, the juice isn't worth the squeeze. Listen here, shut up.
All right, I'm hitting the button this time.
Uh-oh.
Live from the land of chowder and pain, JPJ's losing his freaking brain. Boston anger, turn up the heat. He's got opinions with no defeat.
Hit the button in the history of that button existing.
I am tired of the disrespect
Okay.
when it comes to Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
It's like we go from Halloween straight to Christmas now. And
Yeah.
that is a bunch of bullshit.
Christmas is starting to creep into Halloween territory.
That is a bunch of bullshit. I love Halloween. I love Christmas. And I get it. The history. Look, I'm not. This
There
isn't
may
a
or may
history
not
lesson.
be. There may or may not be a pickup line I've used with Mrs. Pluggo with those exact holidays.
Listen, and look, I'm not. Look, I understand the history of it. It's not the. I get it. All right, like it's not the greatest situation. All right, I understand. Not great. However, so many people just overlook Thanksgiving or don't even care about it. It is. I'm not even getting that angry because I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. It is literally like you when I think of Thanksgiving, it's like the only holiday where I feel like there aren't expectations. Kinda. And like
yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like we've just completely passed over Thanksgiving as a holiday.
I just meant more of the food being overrated. Yeah.
I thought you meant as a holiday because I was like, no, that's damn disrespectful.
I can understand how people probably don't vibe with it given the history of it, but also like the way that corporate America has kind of bled retail workers.
Just, well, you know what?
Is that Thanksgiving? Whatever.
But here's the thing. I think that what I think is part of it is like there's no extra stuff like that. Like you go to Halloween time, you're buying costumes for the party. You're buying candy. Everybody loves candy. It's the one time a year where adults feel like they can eat candy, and it's Halloween. I can have candy. Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
And so you have that. Then you get Christmas, and there's all the decorations and all the Christmas light. There's all this hullabaloo.
Yeah.
Whereas Thanksgiving doesn't have that. Thanksgiving's just like kind of a meal. It's just a meal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Go to your
It doesn't have that appeal that the other two have. So it's like it doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, go to your local stores and tell me where your Thanksgiving Day set displays are. They don't exist.
They don't exist because the Thanksgiving is just the regular groceries that you could buy any day ever.
Yeah, it's true.
You can make a Thanksgiving meal any day you want all year.
Now we're talking. Can we celebrate Thanksgiving in July?
When I went to high school
on an episode
in high school, we had a really good food situation, and the third Thursday of every month, the meal that they served was called turkey slop. Now I understand you hear that name and you're like, that's a crazy name. Yes. However, but turkey slop was basically just shredded turkey in gravy. And you would go through the line and they would give you a scoop of that. You would get stuffing. You would get stuffing, mashed potatoes, cranberry sauce, and dinner rolls. And it was every month, the third Thursday of every month at the high school where I went. And it was the only lunch that the teachers would let you leave like 2 minutes before the lunch bell to like get down there. Cause it was like, yeah.
If you didn't get it, it was gone.
It was go time. It was go time. People cutting people. I saw fights.
I don't remember. I never had that situation.
Oh, it was incredible.
I had a really awesome lunch lady, we had a sub sandwich line in my high school.
I was gonna say, I don't know how we got here. Well, also like
she always hooked it up.
Thanksgiving to me is also high school football. It's like the only time of year that I still kind of check the high school football scores, and I'm like, oh yeah, the big rivalries are on Thanksgiving. I assume that's kind of so that's pretty cool too. But like, how was your high school lunch? Because we had like 7 lines.
Yeah, we had I went to a pretty big high school, so we had different situations and different lines for sure. I always remember like that sub line, and if there was one lady, if she was working,
you double meat or something.
You knew you were getting hooked up.
Yeah,
free ranches on the side. She was gonna take care of you. So that's what I remember. Always good stuff, man. A little lunchroom sub, man.
Oh, the best.
But Thanksgiving foods, man. Yeah, they put some more respect on it. If your turkey sucks, it's because you didn't do it right.
Yeah, I don't know why people look at. Is it the best? Is it the best protein? No. But all these people that hate turkey, I'm like, what's wrong? Like, what? I don't know. I don't get it.
I mean, the sides absolutely dominate.
It's a sides holiday. It's a sides holiday that you show up at Thanksgiving dinner, and you are more excited for the accoutrement than you are the turkey. Clearly.
The turkey is like the Jimmy Uso in the War Games match.
Wow.
It's there. You're there for the rest of it.
Listen,
I literally forgot that he was on the team last week when I was watching Raw. I was like, oh yeah, Jimmy Uso's a part. Not this past Monday, but the Monday before. Because I was like, don't they need a 5th guy? And somebody was like, Jimmy's the 5th guy. And I was like, shows how much he's done in this story.
The Usos, man.
I understand that, but when you think Usos, you initially think Jay. And that's about it. And then oh yeah, Jimmy. So Jimmy's like the turkey here, and then like Roman Reigns is in this thing, and he's got to be the stuffing, right? Like,
is that what you consider the top side?
How would we rank it? Like, are we, because you got the stuffing, you got the mac and cheese, you got the green bean casserole, you got mashed potatoes and gravy.
We were not a mac and cheese family at Thanksgiving. We didn't do. I don't know if that's a Northeast. I don't know if that's ever, because I feel like a lot of people I know up here, at least in the Northeast,
I think
mac
Cody
and cheese
Rhodes
isn't part of the.
Cody Rhodes is the pumpkin pie, right? Because he's like the sweetest one of the group with the whipped cream on top.
Yeah, but here's my thing though. I love pumpkin pie. Yeah.
Okay, sweet potato pie, pumpkin pie, whatever
Sweet
dessert.
Potato pie is nice.
Cody Rhodes can be whatever dessert.
I'm a pecan pie.
Pecan pie. That's Cody Rhodes.
You think? You don't think Cody's got a little sass behind him?
A little cranberry sauce?
Yeah. Oh, I love cranberry sauce. What kind of cranberry sauce? You do the canned?
Either ways.
I can eat either. I'm a fan of both.
The can's better than people. Yeah, the can.
Oh, the can is the best one. Just slice it, put it right on there. Delicious. Oh God, now I'm hungry. Anyway. So we're going to be talking some AEW Full Gear that was this past weekend. We will be reviewing that show. We are going to be previewing Survivor Series, which is Saturday evening War Games. Yes, and then I'm sure we'll end the show by probably talking about more Thanksgiving food because we are who we are. And that is
what we're thankful for.
Yeah, you know. But all right, so I figure. I know you just mentioned Survivor Series, but what do we want to start with? Do we want to start with the Survivor Series preview?
Well, we could talk a quick rundown of some Full Gear stuff. Right. I mean, It happened. It was on Saturday.
Yeah, I thought so. No, I thought again another good pay-per-view, but also this pay-per-view brought some gold back.
Oh yeah,
the Beards.
Oh yeah.
I obviously would have won if I was invited, but they're cowards.
You got me distracted by food.
They wanted nothing to do with it because they're a bunch of cowards. Don't make an excuse for them.
To be fair, here's how this went down. I just happened to be sitting around Sunday night with nothing to do, and I was flipping through some stuff, and I was looking at some clips of our show, and I saw, the Kicking Out podcast boys are going live. Oh, I should stop in and say what's up.
Yep.
And then I just happened to hear them mention that their Full Gear predictions were happening this week, and I go, oh, my DMs are empty. I must not have got the invite, huh? And Shep, being Shep, now again, I don't know at what point this show happened, but you know how Shep likes to get down. If he gets deep into a pod, he might be he might be a couple deep, and he goes, Bring him in, Plug. You come in. You're picking for Paul. Paul's out, and Tanner's just sitting there, kind of shocked. He goes, "Okay, are you serious?" He goes, "Yeah, it's not like we're picking against JPJ."
Hell yeah!
What a stupid man!
Because they wouldn't have picked it against me, but it didn't matter.
What an idiot! What an idiot!
Did not matter. The second I saw those picks and I saw that they picked Darby Allin and you picked Pac, I said, we're winning. That's it. It's over.
And the funny thing was, I posted the clip. Shep went 9 points with Darby right out the chute, and like he kind of flamed my Pac pick. But then I went huge on Ricochet for the gauntlet match, and Shep was like, "You're an idiot. Like, what are you doing? You're serious?" And I'm like, "Yeah, watch this." And after that, it was pretty much over.
Yeah. But yeah.
So now I am the new kicking out predictions champion. The championship is back home in between two beers. I'm not going to force Shep to ship it out to me early because I will be there next week. He's going to hand it to me. I might walk around Dynamite with that thing.
Oh, you're going to be one of those?
I'm not that guy. I'm definitely not that guy. But what, are they going to give it to me and I'm just going to go put it in my car, then come?
No, you take pictures with it, you cut a promo with it, and then you put it in your car.
Yeah,
you didn't.
So we'll see.
You actually earned that title, unlike the losers that are going to bring those belts into Dynamite. But I still agree with Peggy. Peggy has said if you bring a world title or any title to a live, it's all challengers welcome, bro. If I challenge you put that title on the line right there.
Next week,
right there in the fence.
Fishers, Indiana. I'll be at Dynamite. Come at me, bro. Yeah, so those idiots decided, and again, I say idiots, Tanner's very adamant that he had nothing to do with it. Shep went into business for himself. I asked the Kicking Out podcast boys if it has ever been over that quickly. They said, we've had perfect cards in the past, but I don't think it's ever been.
Yeah, I had one of them.
He goes, I don't think it's ever been over after 2 matches.
Yeah.
And so... so I've literally needled those guys all week. It's super fun. I was just talking shit to them in a group chat because we were trying to figure out the plan for next week. And I was like, I thought I didn't have to pay because I'm the champ. And Shep's like, that's not how this works. And I was like, okay, I guess I'll give you guys money for my ticket. But I tried.
Shep should have to.
That's what I'm saying.
Shep can afford it.
But anyway, shout out to them boys for letting me do that. But yeah, so we talked about it last week a little bit with Phil Lindsay, where we were kind of like, here's I at least was on the board of like, this is an opportunity to reinvent Pac and kind of show who he is and start that whole spiel with the Death Riders of like, he beat Darby Allin. He did cheat to win, but he still beat him. Yeah. Which is something that the leader of the Death Riders seems to have a problem with. And he has other problems now, but we'll talk about that.
Yeah. Yeah, so there was the pre-show first, and they had 4 matches. So the Bang Bang Gang, they won the $200,000 4-way tag team match that happened. They defeated Max Caster and Anthony Bowens, Big Bill and Brian Keith, and the Outrunners. Boom and Doom, your boys, the Riz Man was there.
I saw the Riz Man. I didn't watch the match, but I saw the highlights.
Yeah, they defeated Roppongi Vice, Rocky Romero, and Trent Beretta. Eddie Kingston and Hook.
You're glossing over the fact that that Big Justice hit a cutter.
He did.
Like,
he did it. That happened. That did happen. Well, he usually hits the spear, right? He does the spear.
Yeah, he's upgraded to
this
cutter.
time he did the cutter, and I was like, well, all right, cool.
When you say they beat Rocky Romero and Trent Beretta.
Yeah, sure did.
Those poor guys.
Yep. One of the better tag teams in New Japan history.
Just lost to.
Just fucking lost to fucking Bing Boom AJ, man. All right. Eddie Kingston and Hook squashed the Workhorsemen in under 2 minutes. And then the main event was a trios match for the CM. Oh, the main event of the tailgate was a trios match for the CMLL World Trios Championship. The El Sky team, which was Mystico, Mascara Dorada, and Neon, defeated the Don Callis family because Okada and Takeshita could not they could not coexist.
No. Well, no, they couldn't.
Well, they could not
coexist because they are on a collision course for the C2 finals, baby.
That's what it feels like. First of all, those groups are loaded. But maybe we'll talk about that right before we get off here. But all right, then we got to the main card, and that is where we started. It was Pac. It was Darby Allin.
He was a little derby because he
Yeah.
lost.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
More of a
Kidding.
traditional wrestling match for Darby, which is nice because he is pretty good. Just in traditional matches too. It's just he just obviously with his style, he doesn't do a ton of those. But I thought this was a pretty good opener to the show with these two. Pac is obviously in ring, one of the better wrestlers in the world. But you and I both had Pac winning this. We thought this was the right move for him to win because I do think things are coming to a head with the Death Riders, or at least maybe the leader of the Death Riders, who we'll talk about a little bit later, and the rest of the gang. But I thought Pac needed it. I think Pac is going to this is going to further the story of the eventual mutiny that might be afoot when it comes to the Death Riders. It was the right call, Pluggo.
Yeah, no, like I said, I think it makes sense. And if you want to reposition Pac as one of your top guys, that was a way to do it by beating a top guy. So good match all around. Makes sense. I mean, to all those people that want Darby Allin as world champ, it's going to take a little longer now, but
Sure is. But it was a good opener.
oh yeah.
We then had the Timeless Love Bombs defeat the Babes of Wrath, the Sisters of Sin, and Megan Bayne and Marina Shafir in the four-way match. So now they get to choose the stipulation for their semifinal match against Megan Bayne and Marina Shafir. I thought one of the heel teams were going to win this, but looking at it now, I understand why this was the decision, because Marina and Megan have been looking like they're this unstoppable duo. So now you kind of give the Timeless Love Bombs a little bit of an advantage, or maybe an evening of the playing field in that type of match, because they get to pick a stipulation, which I'm assuming will be something crazy, I would think. But I thought this was a really good match too with these 8 women. I thought they did a really, really great job. It was, typical 4-way, just chaos, shit happening all the time. I thought all 4 teams looked great. I'm excited for the semifinals of this tournament, which is continuing on Dynamite this week. I know it's already have happened by the time you're watching this.
As of the recording of this, Dynamite has not happened. We'll just put that out there.
Yes.
I picked the Timeless Love Bombs to win this thing because I thought it would be the most intriguing team to make a stipulation pick. I wrote about it this week on Love Wrestling as well. Like, AEW's kind of built themselves a pretty solid women's tag division where, like, the 4 teams that are left, you could talk me into any 4 of them winning the first ever AEW Tag Team Gold. Like, obviously, Toni Storm and Marina, everything they touch turns to gold. They had a killer match. Marina and Megan Bayne, due to injury, have gelled quickly and, like you said, looked absolutely unstoppable. The Sisters of Sin could beat you at any time. And the Babes of Wrath are just over. Like, it's a great little division that we could have. And if they keep putting this emphasis on it and they keep having matches like they've had over the last couple of weeks, man, 2026 is going to be a huge year for the women's division in AEW.
I hope so. Because, I think I've thought the tournament has been good so far. I think it's going to really be good. I think the semifinals, these 2 matches are going to be really, really good. I like this match a lot. And again, even though I picked one of the heel teams, I thought it was the right like at the end of the match, I was like, oh yeah, that's probably makes sense there. That feels like the right thing. So I enjoyed that. Then we had another good one. FTR, Brodito for the AEW World Tag Team Championship. And it was time for Brodito's reign to end as FTR defeated Brodito to become the new AEW World Tag Team Champions. Again, another good match as you would expect, but I think we all kind of saw this one coming because I think we're building to maybe another return coming here soon to face FTR for the titles.
I think that's the obvious move. The only disappointing part of this is that they didn't put Bandito or Brody
Either
King
of them.
in the Continental Classic,
Yeah,
because I think
why?
which I don't know if that means they're splitting up as a tag team, they're staying together. The match was great and all, but we all knew going in like FTR is winning because not only that are the Young Bucks now faces, so if you want to run that back, one of them's got to be face heel, and then you got Cope and Christian. I'm assuming World's End is probably the move where you'd get that match. Why not just strike when the iron's hot when they get back? But yeah, I was like, man, you take it off of Brody and Bandito like that, and then maybe we'll get some follow-up to on Dynamite. Or we did get some follow-up on Dynamite. I'm not good at the recorded thing. Dynamite, all the crazy shit that went down on Dynamite last night. Oh my god!
Yeah. You just gotta talk in like very vague generalities.
But maybe we'll
get saw what happened on Dynamite after this.
Yeah. I hope they follow it up. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Well, this one was followed up by the Casino Gauntlet match to crown the inaugural AEW National Champion. There ended up being 12 individuals in this match, and in order, they were Bobby Lashley, Shelton Benjamin, Ricochet, Claudio Castagnoli, Daniel Garcia, Orange Cassidy, Wheeler Yuta, Kevin Knight, Roderick Strong, Mark Davis, Speedball Mike Bailey, and Daddy Magic, Matt Menard, which I loved when he came out in the whole him with Daniel. That was, to me, that was some of the fun. I love Matt Menard. He's just, I like him a lot. Yeah, he reminds me of he reminds me of like he reminds me like could he have not been like the third Nasty Boy?
Yeah, could have been.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the way he cuts promos and the way he talks.
He's got that vibe.
He has that vibe. And not, but anyway. But I again, this was a lot of fun. Bobby and Shelton starting was cool. And then poor Ricochet. Ricochet got his ass beat the first the first 10 minutes of this match, and I'm just sitting there going, yeah, he's getting all the punishment because he's gonna fucking win it. Like that's why he's gonna sneak his way into a victory, and that is what happens. He ends up pinning Kevin Knight to end the gauntlet match. You picked him, Pluggo.
I did, because again, I joked last week that the finger poke of doom scenario was in play for the Herd Syndicate, but that's above them. They're not cool. And then, of course, they did this really weird, they kind of just danced around it for a couple of minutes. And I was like, okay, they're not actually going to mix it up.
Yeah.
And then Ricochet just started getting his ass kicked. And I was worried for a minute there. I was like, maybe he's going to be taken out of this thing. But no, he got it done. I just think because there was the rumor, the way that they talked about the national title, that they want to defend it, CMLL, New Japan, all across the indies, things like that. That seems like something Ricochet would be interested in doing. And why not? I would hope that means that maybe we've got something else in store for Bobby Lashley and Shelton. But
neither
it was a good.
Or in the CC either.
None of they're not in the CC. Yeah, so they've got to find something for them to do. Maybe that's one of the first challengers to Ricochet is Bobby Lashley or Shelton Benjamin. I don't know. But overall, I thought it was fun. It was a good little match. I'm surprised it went 12 because the first three guys that were my favorites to win it were in it top three. And I thought maybe they'll end one of these early, but they went deep.
They did. Claudio was excellent in this match. I thought Claudio really shined throughout. Then it was no holds barred, and it was Kyle O'Reilly and Jon Moxley. This was as you would expect. Forks, all sorts of things going on here, violent. But Kyle O'Reilly.
I'm shocked.
I picked you picked Kyle O'Reilly?
I picked Mox.
Yeah, I picked Kyle O'Reilly here. I feel like we are full steam ahead with the rest of the Death Riders going, you weak piece of crap. You're out of here. You're losing. You're tapping out. No, you're done. And I think there's going to be a mutiny, and I think Pac kind of slide. I don't know if they have if somebody just steps up as a leader, but I feel like Pac kind of sliding in and be like, I beat Darby Allin, something you couldn't do. You tapping out to Kyle O'Reilly twice. You cost us blood and
Yeah.
guts. You know,
Well, I thought
just think it's
I thought the same thing. Only I thought that they would help him win, and that would be the vehicle where it's like, we gotta help you. We gotta help you win these matches, so you don't drag our good name through the mud. But they did it. They went with Kyle, and I was genuinely shocked. I was like, all right. Now here's my only problem, or my only concern. Keep it going. Don't. This is a big deal. Beating Jon Moxley is a big. Tapping him out twice in a week is huge.
Yeah.
Keep it going. Push it. Get him into some title pictures. Hell, have him win one. Just do something. I don't know what to do with him, but I'm saying, like, don't.
He's in the he's in the CC, is he not?
I believe he is. Like,
Yeah, I think that he will make a run to the semifinals. I think
point
he's going to be
is,
like that underdog, like not underdog, but he's going to make that run. Yeah, you're clearly pushing Kyle O'Reilly.
Don't waste 2 wins over Moxley. You know.
Yeah.
By having him come up short somewhere, like don't have him lose in the C2 if he's in it. I'm pulling that up.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's in the blue. No, is he blue?
Yeah, we'll just hold on.
But
is somewhere.
Ooh,
They announced that on Monday. There it is.
I thought he was in it.
He's not.
Okay, well then I lied.
He's not.
All right. Well, then, all right.
Well, just really quick. Gold League is Okada, Darby, Pac, Kevin Knight, Speedball, and Fletcher. The Blue League is Takeshita, Moxley, Claudio, Cassidy, Strong, and Dorada. Bro. So, yeah, no Kyle O'Reilly. So that's what I mean. Like, okay, do something with him.
John Moxley versus Takeshita, bro.
John Moxley's in this thing. Kyle O'Reilly's
John Moxley versus Takeshita.
Yeah, that's...
can I tell you what I want to see? I want to see John Moxley win 0 matches. I want to see him go winless.
He's going to lose against Roddy? He's going to lose against Dorado?
I want to see him not win one match.
He's losing to Takeshi. The Claudio Mox match is the most intriguing.
I want Claudio. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I want Claudio to beat him.
Pac's on the opposite side of that thing, too.
This is clearly going to be Okada and Takeshita. And
which is weird. Maybe that's why they made some of the decisions that they made. Because, like you said, no Kyle O'Reilly. Where's Daniel Garcia at in this thing? Where,
Brody King had been in every one.
Brody King. We talked about Bandito. There's a lot of people that could be in this thing. I will say I do appreciate that this year there's not a bunch of champions in it.
Yeah.
Because I didn't love that the TNT champion was in it last year. I think it was Fletcher.
It was Daniel Garcia.
Daniel Garcia, that's right. And he's taking losses, and it's just like,
I don't like, not blame, but like I think that was one of, if not the main factor of why Garcia, that they didn't do anything with him afterwards, but he got to that moment where he won that TNT title. Everyone was pumped. Everyone was ready to get behind this guy as like yes, this is our guy. We like him. And then he was immediately thrusted into the CC, not defending the title and losing all of his matches. And it was like, okay, well,
yeah,
there that goes.
Yeah.
What the hell do I care about him anymore?
Especially at that time when it was like, you have all these people that need something to do.
Yeah.
Why can't he defend that title? And you have the C2.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they don't wrestle every time on the C. Like, he couldn't, like, if it wasn't his week for matches in the C2, he couldn't have defended the TNT title against.
No, I just meant not having it at all.
Oh, yeah. No, I agree. I agree.
But if he's got to be in it, do something with him. But yeah, ultimately, I'm super pumped for Kyle O'Reilly. I think all of us who watch professional wrestling the way that we do know how good Kyle O'Reilly is, and they're putting it on Showcase. Just keep it going. Just keep it pushing.
Yep. Agreed. And then next, this was the longest match on the whole show. No DQ, AEW TNT Championship. The stipulation was if Mark Briscoe loses, he must join the Callis family.
The conglomeration.
And then I thought You know, I was sitting there going, look, I love Mark Briscoe. I would love Mark Briscoe to win, but Kyle Fletcher's not going to lose. Like he's too, no. But listen, Mark Briscoe, new TNT champion. And I feel tremendously happy for Mark Briscoe. Deserving. Sure. He's great. I think he'll be a good TNT champion. I think he's going to be a fighting TNT champion. But I was actually kind of shocked by this, to be honest with you, Pluggo. I thought, I thought Briscoe had a chance to win, but I just thought it wasn't.
Yeah.
Kyle hadn't had that thing for a ton of time.
No, but this was the least confident, I think, of all the matches. When I did the confidence picks with the KOP, when we talked last week, I was like, you got this guy that you're clearly building up to be your next big guy, your star, one of your, outside of the top. You go right next to Kyle Fletcher. Mark Briscoe, though, on the other hand, he's in these matches all the time, and he never wins them.
No.
Right? So it's like, okay, shoot, now we got to think. And then I get to thinking, like, what are we going to do? What will we do with Mark Briscoe and the Don Callis family? Like, how long can we milk that? So they don't need another member. I was impressed. This match was good. It was a good match, especially coming off the fact that it went right after Mox and O'Reilly, which was nasty and blood-filled, and I'm surprised they didn't put like a buffer in between the two of them, but they told their own story, and Mark Briscoe's a psychopath.
Dude, he's incredible. He's incredible. Like just the shit he does. And it's just always, I've said it for a long time. I always have a good time when Mark Briscoe's on TV.
Yeah.
Whether it's promo, whether it's I always have a good time.
Yeah. He's not like on my short list of favorites of all time or anything like that, but he's definitely a dude that will give you everything he has in everything he does, and you have to respect having that type of person on your roster who also knows the assignment. And then to have Kyle Fletcher, a guy that is the polar opposite, match that intensity and match that. When he kissed Don Callis, all that blood on his face, I was like, this dude is sick, right?
Yeah, man.
So congratulations to Mark Briscoe. You're the TNT Championship. I wonder what it means. I wonder what it means more for Kyle than it does for Mark. But we'll see. We'll see. I know Mark Briscoe's going to keep getting these matches because he's over.
Oh my God, yeah. Dude.
Yeah, he'll be fine. Kyle's going to have a hell of a C2.
Mm-hmm. Sure is. I think he will. I think he's beating Okada on Dynamite this week. I'm not going to. I almost just said tonight, but I think he's beating Okada tonight.
Wow, the draw is possible. Ties are a thing.
That is true. That could happen, but I actually think that Kyle is. I think he's.
You want Okada taking some losses if you think.
I think that'll be his only. I think that'll be his only loss.
Mm-hmm.
I think that'll be his only loss in the first round, and he'll make it to the he'll make it to the finals. But I think that's going to be his only loss. But I think Kyle is going to beat him on Dynamite.
Insert you guys the moment we're like, oh shit, JPJ was
what
right.
An idiot. No, but you guys will be like, what a moron JPJ is.
Dude, do you even watch the program? No, it hasn't happened yet.
Yeah. All right. Then we had the $1 million match, Pluggo. They should have just given it to us. The fuck. But this one went the other way.
I need $1 million, Tony Khan. Give me like 10 grand. I'd be stoked.
Yeah, you can give me.
I can get a lot done. I can get
give me $10 and I'll go to. It's a nice little Wendy's trip.
Yeah.
But no, but this one went the other way. I thought the baby faces were going to win this match, but in the end, first of all, this match was. Wow, this was a good one. This was a good one, as you would expect. 6-man, the Bucks, it was just excellent. But the Young Bucks and Josh Alexander defeated Kenny Omega, Jurassic Express.
I called that one too.
Yeah, I thought the baby faces were going to win. I did.
I called it right down to the hug we got at the end with the.
Elite. Oh, I was going to say there was some stuff that happened afterwards that we can get into, but the match itself was really good. I mean, as you would expect, like lots of super kicks, lots of flips, lots of big spots.
What do the Young Bucks do now that they're faces with their $1 million? Do they donate it to charity? Are they doing Toys for Tots?
Right? They're going to give some to charity, I would hope.
Yeah, it's You know, because if they were Young Bucks, the heels, the charity they'd give it to would be a stripper.
True.
It's stripper name charity. Now that they're faces, they got to do a toy drive, go to the food bank. But no, it was cool. It was a good match. I don't think anybody looked at this match and went, "It's going to be bad." It was fine. I wasn't shocked because I thought that the Bucks winning and having a little bit more of a layer of like, "Oh, we won with Don Callis here," like money talks, and then they're now back with Kenny, which I think is all right in the world because when the Elite are together, I always have a good time.
Yeah. So after the match, so the Bucks and Josh Alexander win. Don Callis has the bags of money. He's celebrating. He gives the Bucks a bag of money. They're looking at the money, and Nick Jackson is like, "Oh my God, heaven!" And as the Young Bucks are leaving, the goons that were around ringside, the Callis family, they start attacking Kenny Omega. Then the Bucks are walking up the stage. They don't really see what's going on. Then they turn around and they see what's going on, and they're looking at Dawn. They're looking at each other. They're looking at the money. They're really, doing that thing. And then they finally run to the ring. They clear the ring. Jurassic Express then kind of gets in there. They shake hands. Them and the Bucks, and then Kenny Omega's there, and the Bucks put out, kind of like playing it off, like kind of begrudgingly, but they put their hands out to Kenny, and Kenny slaps their hands away, and they get the hug, and the Elite are, they exit through the babyface tunnel, and the Elite are here. They're back. Do they do a trios thing? Could Kenny and the Bucks go fight? Go
Listen,
for the ops?
I don't know Kenny Omega's status. He's not the same Kenny Omega that he once was, so maybe this would be a way where he could, take the load off him, have a little trios run for a little while, let him get, because him carrying a match, he could still do it. I'm not saying that in a negative sense. I'm saying it like, hey, like if you want to get like Prime Kenny, you're like 1/3 of the work. He goes to the Bucks in a trios match. We can, that'd be fun. And the ops obviously don't need it now.
Yeah. True. It's true. But yeah, this was really, really good. I feel like Josh Alexander is starting to develop a little bit of a character to me. And even in the matches, like you can see he's kind of, and now I feel like he's going to get something out of this. Cause like he was on the team. They kind of left the team to go do, I just feel like Josh Alexander is going to get a little bit of shine out of this. Yeah. Which is a good thing because he's quite great. So yeah, all in all, I thought it was really, really good. And then it was time. I thought this match, I would have liked it if this match main evented, but it is what it is. But it was AEW Women's World Championship time. It was Chris Statlander defending against Mercedes Moné, and it was Chris Statlander defeating and retaining against Mercedes Moné. I thought, again, another really, really good match. Statlander had the injured arm early that Mercedes was continually going after and stuff like that. The transitions and the counters that they were doing, they were really, grappling.
Yeah, they got good chemistry together, man.
Yeah, man. They really know what they're doing. They're special in there together.
Yeah, it was good to see for Stat because she needed it. I think she absolutely needed it. And it doesn't hurt that the match absolutely crushed too, so that it solidifies Stat as like a legitimate AEW World Champion, not a transitional champion by any stretch or anything like that. But yeah, like these two are just they crushed it, man. And like we talked last week at length with Phil, the Mercedes hate like. If she's Mercedes Hogan, like everybody, she doesn't have to eat that pin, right? But she did, and I think the women's division's in a better place for it. And Mercedes now has a new I'm 0-2 at this shit. Now I have to figure out what I'm gonna do, to get to the top of the AEW mountain. Because even though I have 14 belts, I'm not the top person recognized. So I thought it was a good piece of business for everybody involved. Bailey seemed to like it too, by the way. You see how that? Yeah. Bailey had a good time. So
Yeah,
If
I did see that.
our favorite Bailey's out there loving life.
Yep.
I'm not. This is not me trying to be. I would love to
Don't-
just see Bailey get a run in AEW, dude.
Oh yeah.
Like at some point, like I'm not trying to be like I think she's fine in WWE. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying she has to leave, but man, I think just letting her loose and having just some bangers, give me that, right? Ooh,
I agree. I
I
agree.
think that'd be a good look.
It sure would. It sure
Maybe
would.
it'll happen one day. Who knows?
Yeah. How'd you feel about Mercedes doing the 14 one for every title, babe?
Well, why not? Why not? Right? If I had 14 titles, I only have one championship, just one.
You got to give Tanner. You got to give Tanner a one amigo.
I'm gonna suplex him
you
one
can.
amigo style,
One amigo. That's
and I'm
it.
just gonna laugh at Chef's face while I do it. Tanner's actually poor Tanner. He's had to deal with the brunt of it, but yeah, no, 14.
true.
Why not? Mercedes, man.
Yeah, no, very, very good. Those two have incredible chemistry. And Chris Statlander wins the AEW Women's Championship a couple months ago, kind of out of nowhere. Like nobody was really expecting it. And her first two title defenses are clean victories over Toni Storm and Mercedes Moné. So that is a pretty good first two victories in this title reign for Stat, and a very deserving one. So really, really good stuff.
Yeah, we forget how good Statlander is, man.
And
I mean,
she's been there the whole time.
She got overshadowed. Like I'd be honest, I wasn't always in on the alien gimmick when she was with the best friends.
Yeah.
The boob stuff. I always wanted to see this side of Statlander more.
Yeah.
And then she kind of got overshadowed by all the new signings and all the new shuffling in the division, but she's always been consistently good. And now we're just seeing it, and you have a dance partner like Mercedes Moné that gets the best out of you, and it was great. You're right. It could have main evented. Absolutely could have main evented.
Would have been nice. But again, the main event was not bad, but I would have liked to have seen
my dear sweet baby Hook.
Well, wow, you're just already jumping right to it. All right.
Listen. That was the heartbreaking.
I got a bone to pick with your sweet baby Hook.
I was gonna say, man, I'm still listen. I'm if this was a relationship, we would at least be having conversation, him and I, about like what happened, what were your thought process there. Like I'm not ready to kick him out on the streets. I'm not ready to move on.
Yeah.
But I want to be like, hey, why didn't you loop me into that? Like,
exactly.
Listen, like that's a decision that I think we as a couple need to make. And you went off and just made it. Like, but
bro,
we can get through this. Maybe we can go to therapy together. I don't know.
Yeah. So, steel cage match for the AEW World Championship, Men's World Championship. Hangman Adam Page defending against Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe was bleeding profusely in this match.
That's an understatement, man. Like,
holy crap.
It was so bad that most of the pictures I saw on the internet, they had to switch to black and white because you would just get.
It was unbelievable.
A lot of if you click on this, sensitive material was, man.
It was unbelievable how much he was bleeding. And Hangman bled too. They both bled. They both beat the crap out of each other. They were slugging each other, just beating the shit out of each other this whole match. It was very, very good. I enjoyed it a lot. But towards the end of the match, Shibata makes his way down. It looks like he's either trying to open the door or scale the cage. But Eddie Kingston then is not far behind. He pulls him off. They start fighting. There's a ref bump.
Sure,
Hangman hits a dead eye. Referee is down. Then Hobbs comes out and he just rips the chain right off the door, which I knew he was going to do. He enters the ring. Hangman's fighting for his life. He hits a low blow to Hobbs. He hits a buckshot to Joe. Another pinfall that would have beaten Joe, but the ref is down. Hook then makes his way, and everyone's like, oh, shit, all right, Hook, yes, like, ooh, here we go. Hook's going to help him, and Hook wallops Hangman Adam Page, and then Joe hits a muscle buster, and Samoa Joe beats Hangman Adam Page, and he is once again the AEW Men's World Heavyweight Champion. Now, you know I love me some Samoa Joe.
Mm-hmm.
And Samoa Joe is going to be a mighty fine champion once again because he's an all-time great.
Mm-hmm.
But what the fuck are we doing? Why is Hangman losing this match?
Which, and again, I sat here last week as people entertained the idea of Samoa Joe winning, and I said, we still have MJF, that storyline with Paige and MJF to finish. And we didn't get MJF. My question is, why are we?
They're going to keep this going, and Hangman's going to win it back?
Maybe, but why did we do it here? Why this felt like a World's End type deal. You shocked the world. I don't know. It was too soon for me. I think I wanted to see more of what Hangman had to offer. And also like you just thought Eddie Kingston and Hook. You're starting to build that tag team up as a killer tag team.
Yeah.
You're squashing them. I mean, unless Eddie wants to join the ops, but that's not Eddie's style. Eddie's not a guy.
He was just fighting Shibata off.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. Like Eddie's not a guy that joins into a lot of groups. That's not his move. So you just kind of burnt that tag team up. Maybe we'll get a Hook Eddie program out of it, but they just started cooking. Hangman was just starting to cook a little bit as the champ. He had just had that moment at All In. I don't know if this is your way. Like I hear rumors and speculation that Joe's contract might be coming up, so this is a way to keep him happy. But like, it felt kind of. I don't want to say I hated it because you're right. Joe's an all-timer. The match ruled. Like, I don't want to go into every AEW pay-per-view going, yeah, that's definitely the winner. Like I do like surprises, but this one I was like, there just felt like there was more to be had on all accounts.
Yeah, and obviously there's stuff that happened after, which we're going to get into here in a minute. But like to me, it was one of those things where like, Again, I'm not upset that Samoa Joe is. I love Samoa Joe, but if you're gonna have Hangman lose, and even lose early, like I don't think every title. I agree with we're aligned with this. I don't think every title reign needs to be long.
Yeah,
like that's fine, but it just feels like if you're gonna have Hangman lose, he should be losing to. I don't even know how to properly, because I don't mean it in like a negative way. He should be losing to like somebody. I don't know, like Joe just doesn't feel like the guy that should have been the dude who beat. He
is the guy now.
Yeah, and so after the match, lights go out. Joe is probably like, I need to get stitches. Because like the blood, like
staples. He
couldn't even smile because the blood was just going in his mouth. And that's how. But it was just like a waterfall. But anyway, the lights go out. Prince Nana appears at the top of the stage, and Swerve Strickland returns, and him and Samoa Joe stare at each other, and Hangman and Swerve get in the ring. Well, Swerve hits kind of the house call. He does his little, plays the hits. Joe gets out of the ring. He beats up the Ops Stooges, Swerve. And then the closing moment is Joe on the stage with the title, the new champ, bloody. And you see Hangman and Swerve standing side by side in the ring.
I never wanted to see that.
No, I wanted Swerve to return after Hangman won and be like, hey, buddy, you and me.
Yeah.
Title.
You burnt my fucking house down.
Yes.
That's just not something I could get over, but it's wrestling. Swerve's back. That's great. Like, I like that. Yes. I like to see Swerve Strickland back.
He looked like he had been lifting some.
Doing some working out. That's good to see because I know he's been out for quite some time. When did he go out? Right after All In.
Right after All In, I believe, right?
Yeah, so it's good to have him back on TV. Definitely an injection we needed.
Yeah.
So, I mean, overall, Full Gear was fine. It was a good time. It was a good pay-per-view. Like I said, the build maybe was a little weird. Some questionable decisions, but the pay-per-view was fine. I had a fun time.
Oh, yeah.
They always put on a good time.
Yeah, AEW always puts on a good pay-per-view. And again, this was another good one. I just, that Hangman losing the title. And I know I'm a big Hangman guy, but like, just I don't know. I was kind of like, huh?
It felt super sudden, and it didn't feel like in that build with Samoa Joe, and maybe that's why they did it. It never felt like Samoa Joe's winning this thing. There was never this inkling of like, oh, they're kind of off of Hangman, which I guess is a good thing, right? Like, I put 9 confidence points on Hangman winning, but that's how bad I beat Tanner and Shep that I didn't even matter because they also had Hangman as well.
Yeah, of course. I think most of us did.
But I don't think anybody was picking Joe. But hey, here we are. We're in a new era. We'll see. Maybe this means some time off for Hangman. Maybe he's going to come out Wednesday night, like you said, because we're recording this and bust some stuff up and get a rematch going. I don't know. Yeah. We'll see.
Yeah.
I will tell you this, though. If MJF does return, though, I do love that we got Samoa Joe MJF potentially with the whole shoving the NXT to call back their history.
They have a history. They have a history.
Yeah, they have a good history. So that'll be a fun thing, too, because he's still got that contract, that silly little contract.
He sure does. He sure does. So that was AEW Full Gear. We have the Continental Classic starting this week, which should be a good time. We have the women's semifinals tag tournament. So we got some good stuff happening all over in AEW.
While I'm prepping my Thanksgiving Day meal.
It's the best. It's the best. I'm going to be eating. We have my family's tradition was, my mom would be prepping the meal and we would be helping her as kids whenever she needed us to help. And we would always order pizza out. We would eat pizza.
That's what I think I'm going to do tonight. I think after we're done here, that's the move. I'm going to get some pizza, start prepping all the fixings and watching Dynamite.
100%. Now, back in the day when we were children, there was no Dynamite. So usually it was some sort of movie or something like that. But
for sure.
Yeah, it was a good time.
But now it's like you guys will watch wrestling and you will like it.
So we're actually making a pizza tonight, and we're doing a mashed potato bacon scallion pizza.
Interesting. I've never had a mashed potato pizza, but it sounds delicious.
Next time you come my way, we'll hook that up. Well, you had the three-way last time.
We did have the 3-way in a hotel room.
Damn right.
It was a sandwich, you pervs.
We actually did eat it in the hotel room too, so that's just crazy.
We took our shirts off and had a 3-way in a Boston hotel room.
Yeah, you had to because you get it all over your clothes. We had to go to a pay-per-view. We couldn't be wearing our clothes.
Yeah.
It is what it is. But Full Gear was great. But this coming Saturday, Pluggo.
Yes.
I kind of wish, I get it. It's Thanksgiving, but when we were, it's making me nostalgia. Maybe that's the reason why I love Thanksgiving so much because it brings up it's very nostalgia. Yeah. But Survivor Series actually used to be on Thanksgiving evening.
Oh,
when we were kids. When we were kids and I first started getting into pro wrestling. It was on Thanksgiving night, and I was like, maybe one time they can throw it back on there. No, but I get it. No, you do it you give the workers the day off. But we have Saturday night. It's not Petco Park anymore. What is it? Is it Petco Park still?
I think it is still Petco Park. Okay. I'm going to roll with it being Petco Park because that's what I know it as, but it's in San Diego, Dominic Mysterio's hometown. And I guess his deadbeat dad's where he lives.
It still is Petco Park. It is in Petco Park, like you said. Yes, San Diego.
Santiago.
Which
go ahead.
No, I'm not going to say it. I was going to say if you know what we're talking about,
which is roughly translated to a whale's vagina.
Yeah.
No, I don't think that's what that means, Ron.
No, isn't it Saint Diego?
And he goes, nope. Agree to disagree.
Agree to disagree.
Agree. When in Rome.
Rome.
That does not apply here.
No. I don't believe you.
That's a movie I haven't seen in a while. I need to dust off. A clip came before we dive into it. A clip came across my TikTok today of 40-Year-Old Virgin. I haven't seen that in a while.
Oh, tremendous.
Definitely got to dust that thing back off. Oh, what a movie. Yeah. But Survivor Series, man. How are we feeling?
I would say lukewarm.
That's fair.
Lukewarm. But I feel like I have felt lukewarm about WWE for about 8 months. So
my overall thought, and I was thinking about this Monday night, not one of these teams outside of maybe the face women's team is getting along. I mean, even the face women's team, you have the Rhea Charlotte stuff. but they've done everybody's pissed at everybody. Becky, the promo she cut on Monday, talking
tremendous.
all that shit was great, but you could see how annoyed they were.
Yeah.
The men's all-star side, they're all deciding who's the top dog, and Roman's just needling them to death.
And the Usos are like, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah, the
we're the only
Usos,
ones that are on the same page here. You guys figure it out. Yeah.
And then you got the Logan Paul, Brock Lesnar vision thing, and that's got self-combustion written all over it. Like, it's just, I'm kind of, I mean, I guess I'm intrigued is a good way to put it, but I'm also like, okay, so who's going to win this thing? But yeah, they're all pissed at each other, man. There's 20 people that are just mad.
It's ridiculous.
And they have no real reason to be mad at the person across from them except for a couple of them.
Yeah, I agree.
Do you miss the traditional 5-on-5 Survivor Series style matches, or are you cool with it being War Games now?
I listen. I like War Games, so like I'm cool that Survivor Series still has like a, like it has its type of match.
But it's not brand supremacy anymore.
No.
It's more just
but here's my problem with it, right? I like a War Games match. I get it. I know they're not for everybody, but I like the War Games matches. My problem is the last couple years, and I understand, but the last couple years, it's just, hey, let's put the biggest people together and get them in the War Games match. And it's like, that's not – War Games is supposed to be – and I get it. Like WCW, it was Sting and Luke. Like, I understand. But, like, it felt like to me that War Games matches are supposed to be like, hey, we've been feuding for a long time, and we're all kind of –
yeah.
You know what I mean? And it just feels like we're like, okay, in the last 2 weeks, we got to get Cody and Punk and Roman to get. And it's like, why though?
Yeah. That's the three right there where I just go, I don't understand it from any angle why they're together.
I don't know why Cody has had nothing to do with the vision. Roman, yes.
Yeah.
Punk, kind of recently. Okay, I can maybe buy into that. Cody Rhodes has he has a history with Seth Rollins, who unfortunately is injured and not there.
He's got the history with Drew, but Drew's suspended.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's just kind of like,
I don't know.
I don't know.
I know this. I'll say this. I know we'll probably leave Saturday night going, those matches were pretty fucking cool.
Oh,
but
yeah.
the build up to them, and that's what we do. This is what we do, and this is what I always like. When people on the internet give you shit about that, just let it play. This is what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to take what you've given us, dissect it down, and see where we're at. And right now, I'm a little confused on where we're at. But the matches themselves will be fun. But there's 2 other matches announced, or is there 3? Is there a third?
Well, there's 4 matches total.
Yeah. So there's the Stephanie Vaquera and Nikki Bella.
John Cena and Dom.
I don't think we need to spend a ton of time on. Listen. I will say this: last weekend, we all thought it was Hangman Page without shadow of doubt, right?
No, I'm going to ask you straight up. Does Dom have a chance?
I was thinking more Nikki Bella.
But
Dom, does Dom have a chance? Dom has more of a chance than I think we're giving him credit for.
Yeah,
because Cena doesn't need the IC title to finish out. He doesn't, unless that's the cherry.
Is he going to lose his last 2 matches though?
But that's where I go. So maybe they have yet. And here's the other thing: they have yet to announce who's replaced Sheamus.
Well,
will that be?
It was taped.
Was it taped? I'm
not gonna say the spoiler.
Never mind. Then my theory was going to be that Dominic would lose and then get back into this thing.
Yeah. So I will say this: it was taped. There is a spoiler of who replaces Sheamus in the tournament. I am not going to say that spoiler.
You tell me.
What I will say is, don't get your hopes up. But yes. Okay. Sorry, I didn't know you were leaning in because but.
No, that's fine. But I think Dom loses.
Yeah, Cena's gonna. Yeah.
We're not gonna do that.
No,
they're not gonna get. And the only way Dom's win is if the Judgment Day come out. But Ray will come out, so we'll end up with that. So yeah, I'm going Cena. Easy money there. That's the thing. The other match, Stephanie Vaquera and Nikki Bella, that's an easy pick too. There's no real. limbo. They're leaning heavily on both these War Games matches, which I think they should and they would because that's the name of the pay-per-view. So they better over-deliver. Because I don't think there's a... I would love to live in a world where Nikki Bella is your world heavyweight champion. I don't think you pull it off of Stephanie McKeer, though, right now. I just don't think you do. She's too hot right now. She's too... Everything she does, the people love. She's fantastic. But it would be the shock of the night if Nikki Bella left that thing as champ. If Dom left, I'd be like, that makes sense. I could see that.
Yeah.
But if Nikki left, I'd be like, holy shit.
I think it could happen.
What percent chance do you think is going to happen?
Nikki Bella?
Yeah.
I would give it 35%.
Damn, 35.
Yeah.
Shit.
In her hometown as a heel. Yeah, I think Stephanie wins it back. Like,
How does it
Soon.
happen?
She cheats. She's a heel.
Okay.
What if it's not going to happen? But what if we get some twin magic?
Twin magic. Oh shit.
What if we get some twin magic? That'd be a good one. It's not going to happen, but like if you were bringing Brie back, that would be a good way to do it. Is you do some twin magic and Nikki wins the title,
Yeah.
and then Stephanie has to find a friend to fight the Bellas, and then she eventually gets the title back from Nikki at the Rumble or some shit. Although I could see, or maybe, and I agree with you, Stephanie is red hot, right? But is Nikki Bella or somewhere along the way to the Rumble? Is there a way they just take the title off Stephanie so she can win the Rumble and be in a main event match at WrestleMania?
Couldn't she just be in the main event match at WrestleMania?
Oh yeah, because she's the champ.
She's the champ.
Yeah.
I don't know. I sit there and I go, I don't think these two middle matches that we got going on here are going to be anything crazy where we're going to go, oh, shit. Maybe, but I think, again, the proof is in the women's and men's War Games matches ultimately. I think, yeah, I would be absolutely shocked if Dominic Mysterio and Nikki Bella walked out as champs on Saturday.
I think maybe one of them, though. Maybe one of them.
Which one? Nikki?
I would lean Nikki over. Yeah, I would lean Nikki over Dom.
Oof, that's tough.
I'm just saying.
I mean, I listen. I'm
then
a
you have
Nikki
Stephanie Chase for a few months. Why not?
I'm a Nikki Bella fan. Don't get me wrong. I've been on the train of, and she cut the promo on Monday. She finally cut the promo where she said, "I brought you in. People told me not to trust you, and I trusted you, and I learned my lesson. Like, I'm here for a Stephanie McKeer not heel run, but I'm just gonna go out and beat ass run, or I'm not gonna sit here and be friends with everyone. I'm not happy to be here. I'm supposed to be here, and I'm the champ for a reason." Yeah. That's what I love. That's what I want to see out of her, because she's done the whole, hi, I'm happy to be here, and she's fantastic. So Nikki Bella brings that out of people. So maybe she does pull it off. Yeah. If we had, I'll go with it. Why not?
Listen, I'm saying it's possible. All I'm saying is I think it could.
Anything is possible. Like
if you're asking, if you were saying I had to bet my life savings on it, I'm not probably doing it. But I think it's possible.
No, I might throw a couple bucks down as a flyer.
Why not?
1,001 shot.
Then we do have the 2 War Games matches.
Yeah.
We already started talking about it, so let's start with the men's. It's the Vision, Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed, Logan Paul. They are with Drew McIntyre. And before I say his name, you bum. Falling on your ass. Hilarious.
He played it off super well.
He
did play it off super well, though.
An absolute pro.
At first, I thought he did it on purpose because the way he was goofing, I was like, dude, Brock's out here goofing today. What an idiot.
Hilarious that he slipped and fell. It is what it is. We've all done it.
Yeah. No.
Couldn't happen to a better guy. But Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed, Logan Paul, Drew McIntyre, and Brock Lesnar against Cody Rhodes, CM Punk, the Usos, and the Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns. Heavy hitters in this match. This is a star-studded War Games match on the men's side. Both of them are, but on the men's side, this is a star-studded, Punk, Cody, Roman, Brock, Drew,
that
Logan,
heel team is just fucking filthy, dude.
Yeah.
Say what you will about the man, in a vacuum, having Brock Lesnar, Drew McIntyre, Bronson Reed, those three alone are just absolutely they'll
I mean,
kill
Braun
you.
Breaker, they're
And
all.
then that's what I'm saying. And then Braun Breaker's an absolute wild card. And then Logan Paul, for everything we know, we say about him as well.
He's great.
He's good at this, and they play up the titanium hand. He can knock you out one punch. Like,
Yeah.
it's just nasty how potentially good this team is.
Yeah.
I
And they do. Then the Vision does have advantage.
Yeah,
As
they won the
Logan Paul
advantage.
rolled up one of the Usos. I think it was. Did he roll up Jay? He rolled up one of the. I think Jimmy.
Yeah, he rolled up Jimmy during because Jay jumped over the ropes
That's
during the
right.
fracas.
That's right.
Jay held the ropes. Jimmy jumped over during that fracas. There, Jimmy's looking over Logan.
Logan rolled him up.
Which listen, like, I didn't hate the way that ended because it was smart on Logan's part to be like in the moment, go, yeah, I should just roll this dude up while all of them are beating each other's asses.
Yep. I got the Vision here, Pluggo. I think the bad guys are winning this one. It feels like to me that's the route. I don't think Cody, Punk, and Roman are going to be able to see eye to eye, and I just think that's why they win.
That's kind of where I was leaning too. Like, I kind of talked earlier about none of these teams are getting along, but at least out of these two, the Vision seemed to at least be on the same page. And like the way Roman has been kind of just like, you guys figure it out. And then Punk being like, this is my team. Now, they could be throwing us off the scent. We're going to end with the faces, all arms race. But we had the face team win last year.
Mm-hmm.
In a similar, and they did this similar thing where it was like, can Punk trust Roman? Blah, blah, blah.
Yep.
So, again, and we talked about it with Phil. We've talked about it ad nauseum. Braun Breaker needs to be the guy that wins this thing for this team and has an absolute beast of a showing so that we can get back to this is the next guy.
Yep.
So this is the way you do it. You figure it out. And hell, I would have him pin somebody that's not named Jimmy Uso.
I would have him pin Punk.
Yeah.
The world champion can lose. There's both world champions are in this match. The world champion can lose this match and obviously not lose his title because the titles are not on the line. So why not? If they are going to do that with Braun Breaker, which I don't have any faith they will, but if this is the chance and they're like, we're going to do it, have Braun Breaker, or if you're building to Braun Breaker versus Roman at Mania, which a lot of people think that could be a thing, have him pin Roman. Like, it does. Braun Breaker needs to be, like you said, I fully agree with you. He needs to be the guy that wins it for the Vision because it needs to be him. Like, he's the guy. Stop waiting around. It needs to happen. But regardless if whether that is what happens or not, the Vision, I do feel pretty confident that the bad guys are winning.
I'd be okay with that. Yeah, I'd be okay with the Vision.
Yeah. And then we got the women's War Games match, and you want to talk about a loaded team. Mm-hmm. 5 former world heavyweight champions on the babyface side as we have Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss, and AJ Lee. What a fucking team.
Yeah.
Versus Nia Jax, Lash Legend, the Kabuki Warriors, which are obviously Asuka and Kairi Sane, and the man, Becky Lynch. Now, before we dive into this, I do believe that this match should be a showcase match for Lash Legend. I think that they need to make Lash Legend, because I think she does, because she's great, and I'm glad she's already just thrusted into this with the other 9, because the other 9 people in there, besides Kairi, they're all former world champions. Kairi was the NXT world champion, so they're all former world champions.
And then Becky Lynch said she's going to take Lash under her wing. She's going to soar.
There you go.
So there you go.
I think that this, even though I actually think the baby faces are winning this one, because that team is just way too strong, I feel like. But I do think that Lash Legend needs to dominate in this match and look like, they need to make her look like she belongs on the level with the other 9 that are in here. And I think that is really should be the focal point of this match. But with that being said, another star-studded match, and Becky Lynch, that promo she cut on Raw was just so good. She is just lights out right now.
They're gonna turn on her.
You think so? You think that's how it happens?
Maybe. I could see that the way she was talking on Monday. Yeah, I could see it.
I loved it because she was cutting that promo and you could see Asuka's side eyeing her. Asuka's looking at Kyrie. At one point, Asuka looks at Nia and is like, "What the fuck is she talking about? Like, she's not talking about the war game, you know?"
No.
And it was just it was just a good piece of business. I really enjoyed it. I thought the brawl that happened after was actually really good as well.
Yeah, I got the faces in this one too. I think it's
like AJ Lee pins Becky. You think?
You could do that where it just continues that storyline there. Like you could absolutely do that. I think you could do a lot of things, but at the end of the day, it's just too loaded on paper. It's just too. Dude. And the only, like I said, the only real riff is like Rhea and Charlotte, and they kind of squashed it a little bit.
On SmackDown, they shook hands and they're good. Like it feels like.
I think it's too quick to have Charlotte go back to old Charlotte ways. Eventually, she's going to because that's what Charlotte does. But we're finally like. We're kind of like excited to see Charlotte from a sense. Like I'm always excited to see Charlotte. She's great at what she does.
Yeah,
I'm not one of the haters, but I just mean in general, like it's a breath of fresh air. Where it's like, oh shit, people
it's a genuine.
And I want them to keep it going with her for a little while longer. So give me the faces. That'll be fun.
Yeah, I think the faces as well. I think AJ pins Becky because now that Becky's not the IC champ anymore, that feud doesn't need a title, and if you're building to Becky and AJ 1-on-1, you all right over there?
Sorry, go on. I'll tell you after you make your point. It's not a wrestling related at all.
Yeah, but I think AJ beating Becky, you kind of just build further to Becky losing her mind, and they're clear. I think now that Becky's not the IC champ, I think that this is a match they could probably build till Mania.
Yeah,
they really wanted to, right?
AJ dances around whether she's going to be there or not.
Yeah, have them both be in the Rumble. They eliminate each other, or some shit happens, and then you're like, "All right, you and me in Mania," and that's like a marquee women's bout for both of them. That's AJ's first Mania back against Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch is obviously one of the great, So I feel like that's probably where they're going. But yeah, the baby faces should win this one, I would think.
Yes, sir. And that's Survivor Series right there.
That's it. Why couldn't? Okay, can I just say?
Sure.
I know the War Games matches take a long time. I get it. There's 4 matches.
Mm-hmm.
You couldn't have had the traditional Survivor Series match they're doing on SmackDown be the 5th match on this show and just open the show?
You could, but then why would you want to? We gotta get people to watch SmackDown. But then again,
how you get people to watch SmackDown? Write a good fucking show.
Maybe there'll be something. Maybe there'll be something on SmackDown that they add, but I don't know necessarily.
SmackDown is going back to 3 hours soon, by the way. That's exactly what it needs.
I ain't vibing with that.
What it needs.
I don't watch a lot of SmackDown live as it is now because it's Friday night. That? No, remember it was called like the Tuesday night SmackDown Lives or whatever. Yeah. But I'll catch it in spots here while I'm doing things on Friday. But then I'll also just kind of watch it Saturday mornings when I'm not.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah. Well, hopefully they'll give us something else, but if not, I mean, that's a solid 4 matches. The reason I was laughing is because I had my phone propped up and it kicked on, and ESPN just notified me that the Louisiana State University Tigers have just terminated Brian Kelly without cause and are now required to pay him the $54 million that he is owed.
Yeah, but that's how they did this. Penn State did the same thing with Franklin, right? That's how they did that?
No, but they danced around it for months. They relieved him of his head coaching duties, and they were trying to fire him with cause so they didn't have to pay him $54 million. Because they're trying to take that money to hire Lane Kiffin. But I think they just decided, let's stop looking like morons and just pay the man. I'm not a Brian Kelly guy, obviously, but I thought LSU came out of this looking like idiots, and they just so congratulations, Brian Kelly, keep getting them checks, my guy. But yeah, they basically were like, we're trying to only pay you like $9 million, and Brian Kelly's like, I want all of it. You have no reason that you can't give me my money. And
imagine being bad at your job that you got fired, and they're like, here's $50 million.
Imagine being bad at your job where they fired you, but then didn't fire you because they were still trying to figure out a way to fire you and not pay you, then to only realize that they screwed up and they're just going to pay you.
Incredible.
Crazy. I know what Brian Kelly's thankful for this Thanksgiving.
You know what
JPJ, what are you thankful for?
I was gonna say, you know what happens when regular people get fired? They don't get money.
No, yeah. So if I got fired tomorrow, I'm not. I mean, I might get my vacation time.
You get your vacation time that you've accrued and worked your ass off for, but you don't. It's not like they go, all right, here's the rest of your year's salary. There you go.
Oh, man. I think Lane Kiffin is gonna stay.
You think he's staying at Ole Miss?
I think so. I'm probably wrong.
They're like a top 10 team, right? He's built them to like be like a pretty damn good. Like they're pretty good. Right?
I think you set a really bad precedent, Lane Kiffin, if you leave before the end of the season, and he has to make his decision about Friday.
Because you can't have him coach Ole Miss in the playoff then, or like the conference.
No, he wouldn't. No, I don't think if he tells them on Friday that he's taking one of those jobs, he cannot be. They could, but they're not going to let him coach.
He's going to go to. Listen, I think he'll probably stay, but if he's going anywhere, he's going to Florida. He's not going to LSU. He's going to Florida. He's got the ties to Florida, right? Like that's his thing.
I mean, he doesn't necessarily have ties anywhere, really. He's kind of a drifter, but the reason I say that is because this isn't like 5-10 years ago where they play their rivalry game, which would be the game that they're playing Friday, and then we made the Peach Bowl, but Lane took another job, so he's just not going to coach the Peach Bowl, and we're going to move on. Yeah, this is he wins this game. There's an SEC championship potential in the mix. But then he wouldn't coach that. I don't think they're in the mix for that. But I'll have to. Then you're like, I'm not going to coach the playoffs. And that would burn that school to the ground because players would opt out. You would be in there without your coach. You'd be in there probably with some players. It'd just be a huge mess. And then it's like you give them it would make a mockery of the whole thing. It's such a weird thing to put Lane Kiffin in that situation. But it is pretty funny that the school that was trying to hire him now has to pay $54 million because they were talking about paying Lane 90. So I wonder where they're going to get it now.
90
over like 10 years or some shit like that or whatever it was. They were going to pay him like 90 over 7, I think.
Yeah.
But either way, that's not what we're here for.
No. How many national championships has Lane Kiffin won? 0.
That's right, Dad.
All right, just checking.
Yeah, he's never been this successful at any stop he's ever been at.
Yeah, and I get it. Like he's been coaching for a long time. He seems to be like in his bag now. Like he feels like he's built a program that is a perennial good team. Like I get it, but the guy's won jack shit. Jack shit, he's won.
And it's
so why is everybody trying to fucking grovel at his feet? He's won nothing.
It is always so awkward when he gets fired or leaves a program. It's never been this. It's awesome.
Unbelievable. All right. Listen. I'm thankful for my family. I'm thankful for my friends. I'm obviously thankful for you. Another year around the sun of doing this. But I'm thankful for a lot of things. My health, even though I'm an old chubby guy, my health is good. I'm thankful for the cool stuff that we've gotten to do this year. We got to go to the Royal Rumble to start the year, which was a great time. And then you coming to, my neck of the woods for Bound for Glory not too long ago was a great time. Like, I'm thankful for Spence, the Love Wrestling gang, Spencer. I'm thankful for all my, Body Slam crew. I'm thankful for Josh and the people at the hot. Like, I'm thankful for a lot of things. We don't really... In today's world, everything is so fast and what's next? I got to go this. I got to do this. I got to do this. That I don't think we take enough time to like. All right, can I tell you? There was like an article. I don't even know what thing it was, but there was an article that came out somewhere on the interwebs, like last week, and it was about the article was titled "The Night Before Thanksgiving was like millennial." Like the biggest drinking night of the year for millennials. Back in the day. It was like this huge deal, right?
Yeah.
And we're recording this on the night before Thanksgiving. And I've been thinking about it ever since I saw that article because it made me laugh. And it's just like a ridiculous article. It talks about crazy stories and things like that. And I'm just sitting there and I'm like, I'm just nostalgia about it. I'm like, today is the day that like I would be waiting for. Like I'd be like, oh shit, night before Thanksgiving, like
Right.
the whole gang's getting together. We're painting the
doing it.
town. We're painting the town tonight, baby.
Yeah.
We're staying out till last call. We're getting wrecked.
We're showing up hungover.
Oh
yeah.
man,
Oh,
what a
yeah.
time. What a time. And yeah, I don't know. It's just weird because it's like now, it's different stages of life. Like tomorrow's going to be a great day. I'm going to have a fun time. It's going to be a great day with family and friends and all that fun stuff. But it's just like a different, I don't know. I've just been I feel like I've been even more nostalgia. And I don't know if it's because I lost a family member not too long. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I feel like I've just been more nostalgic than usual when it comes to the holiday. So, but I love Thanksgiving. And I for as much as I yell and scream and bitch and moan on here, like I actually like my life is pretty good. My life is pretty good, and I'm thankful for that. So, yeah. What are you thankful for, bud?
Nothing. No, I'm just
Good.
kidding.
All right.
Right. Good night.
See you later.
No, like you said, I'm thankful for like doing the show. We get to do this every Thursday night. We've done it for 4 years. All the people that watch and put up with us. Thankful for you guys, Spencer, and everybody for keeping the lights on, letting us do our crazy stuff. Like you said, the people over at the Hive that let us do that too. Like we're pretty blessed to have a very cool, deep bench of people
And
that
like
we
the
can
friends
bring
we've
on.
had, like Phil
Yeah, the
Lindsay
friends
last
we've
week.
made.
We have a bunch of people that come on the show. Usually, most times we ask, they're very giving with their time.
Yeah, which is cool, which we're never lost on us. I'm just thankful for friends, my family, obviously, the kids healthy. I got all the kids here tonight, so we're going to have some fun there. I mean, the food I just ate, I'm thankful for that. This food coma that I'm going to be in as this is airing.
Yeah.
I'm thankful for Tanner and Shep of the Kicking Out podcast for graciously letting me on their show to dominate and take their championship. I'm thankful for Jorge Bravo, who let me throw him over the ring at that Revolution Rumble last month. I'm actually super thankful for them for letting me do that at all. That's super cool. Like, it's crazy to look back on this year and go, shit, we did the Rumble gang, we did the Bound for Glory. I got to do WrestlePalooza, which was cool. I got to yeet with the Usos. Like, how many people get to say that they got to do that? And I had one of them scold my son. Like, that's super cool. So I'm thankful for everything we get to do here. I'm thankful for health, happiness. Like, life is tough, but it could be a lot worse. So.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah. I'm hopefully thankful for my Notre Dame Fighting Irish making it into the college football playoff. I think they will, but
they should. They should.
I just hope that there's not a lot of loss.
The real question is, does Ohio State finally beat Michigan again?
They should. I said that last year too.
Last year was like a real.
Last year, that's the thing. Last year's Michigan.
But then they won the national championship, so who gives a shit?
Well, they do. They do. I was listening to Bomani Jones real quick, and he said yeah, they won the national championship last year, but trust me, that means absolutely nothing right now because they lost that game, and Ryan Day has lost 4 of these in a row. And Michigan couldn't throw the ball last year. They got a guy that can at least play this year. So they should beat him, and they should beat him handedly. But you never know with that game. It's a rivalry game. So I'm obviously rooting for Ohio State because, 1, I hate Michigan, and 2, I don't need another team muddying up where we're at. So I just need the top to stay where it's at so we can get into the playoffs.
Fair enough. And we're also thankful for all you guys that like you said, support the show, watch the show. I know even though this is pre-recorded and stuff, there's going to be people in the chat popping in and saying Happy Thanksgiving and all that fun stuff. Like, we appreciate every single one of you guys too, and we hope that everybody, whether you did celebrate today or you didn't, had a great day, had a great holiday. Hope everyone has a great holiday weekend. Because to me, I know we talked about at the beginning, to me, Thanksgiving, the day after Thanksgiving, that is the official start of Christmas time to me. And I like Christmas. So this whole weekend is very good. I'm like, all right, we got the great holiday on Thursday.
Christmas already started, bro. What are you talking about?
Yeah, dude, ridiculous. But we put up the tree I am a normal person, so I put up the tree this weekend because it's ridiculous to do it before Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
You watch the Christmas movies. I'm going to watch Home Alone this week. This weekend.
Oh,
That's what we're doing. So I'm thankful for all of that, and I'm thankful for everybody here. So hope everyone has a wonderful holiday weekend. Pluggo and I will be back at it next week. We already have guests lined up. We got a couple of our pals from the OPay three-way joining us. We'll be talking and reviewing Survivor Series and the rest of the week that was in pro wrestling. Appreciate you all. Thank you for tuning in. You know the drill. Say hi to Sue.
Hi, Sue. Happy Thanksgiving, Sue.
Peace out.
Hey there, Pluggo and JPJ. It's Trent's mom, Sue, and I have a bone to pick with you. So, I understand that you guys are being real idiots and spending your entire monthly budget. You've got to be kidding me. This is not the way to be when you're trying to run a business. Your boss, Spencer, is really pissed off at you. I'm pissed off at you. You have some nerve. You know, get a grip. You have to control yourself. You can't just go out and spend all the money that you're making, you two beards guys. Oh no, this is coming out so stupid. Anyway, behave yourselves, or I'm gonna cut you off from watching AEW. You're no longer gonna get to know, be able to meet my son. What? Or me. I'm sorry, this is like, I don't know. Anyway, thanks so much for being fans. Watch yourselves. Knock it off.